It was indeed a narrow escape for Flora. I mean, what would have happened to Flora if George did not forget his wallet? It would have been a different story entirely. Kizito is taking advantage of these women because he knows that physically they cannot withstand him. He's a man, he has muscles and everything, and that is why he's always there trying to beat up these women anytime he has an opportunity to do so. Kizito has forgotten that there is always a time to pay for your sins, all that you have done. It is time for him to pay for everything that he has done to Flora and Angel, including her family. I mean, if anything happened to Kizito, it will be a relief on everybody. Kizito is going about bullying people because the DPO is corrupt. He has paid the DPO. They cannot have him arrested. Kizito is really proving how corrupt the system can be sometimes. It is only favoring the rich people. And in other words, he's trying to harm the poor people. After what happened in the last episode, when George left Flora's house, he forgot his wallet. Flora had a knock on the door and she was like, George, did he forget anything? Oh, he forgot his wallet. She went to open the door and discovered that it is Kizito, not George. Can you imagine? How did Kizito got the address to Flora's house? This guy must have a lot of information. In fact, he has a lot of informant everywhere, here and there. That is why he has power, because he has money to pay everybody. Flora was, Kizito, what are you doing in my house? It's just so unfortunate that Flora did not have an opportunity to record all the conversation that they are having, because she was not expecting that Kizito will step into this house. But what if Flora has a CCTV cameras maybe everywhere, including the sitting room? It will be another evidence for her to be able to nail Kizito. When Kizito stepped into Flora's house, he was saying, Flora, my life has been peaceful until you came into the picture. Why did you attack my friend? Why is Kizito feeling that Flora was the one that attacked his friend? I mean, you already went to Angel's house to fight Jeff. Now you are here in Flora's house asking her why she attacked your friend. What is wrong with Kizito? Is it because he cannot be arrested right now because of the money he paid to the DPO? Kizito told Flora to her face that he is going to deal with Flora. Even when Flora threatened Kizito to get out of this house or else she's going to call the police. Kizito was laughing at Flora because he knows that the police are on his side. You cannot arrest Kizito right now, even if you have the money, because Kizito has already bribed the police. And that is how corrupt the system can be sometimes. And Kizito went ahead to try to beat up Flora in her own house. Can you imagine how loose Kizito can be? But then again, what do you expect from a madman? He is always acting as if he is on drugs. He started beating up Flora in her own house. But then, Flora cannot physically withstand Kizito because she's a woman. Kizito was just there beating Flora, and while Flora was crying for help. Luckily for Flora, George stepped into the house. And when George discovered that Kizito was attacking Flora in her own house, he immediately ran to pull up Kizito and they started fighting, dropping Kizito on the floor, and they were exchanging blows. Flora immediately ran into the room, took up a pistol and hit on Kizito's head. Kizito fell on the floor. This is exactly what Kizito needs. When he wakes up, I'm very sure that his memory will be reset. In fact, his brain will be reset. He will know that it is not everybody that you will mess up with and go scot-free. Angel might not have an opportunity to do this to Kizito, but then Flora is not going to look back after what Kizito has done to her son, killing her son all in the name of seeing her own son as a rival. When Kizito fell on the floor, I saw Flora being scared because she felt that she has actually killed Kizito. This is not the way they want to end Kizito's life. They want Kizito to be behind bars, and that is the justice they need. They don't want Kizito to die in their own hands. And they also got a call that Oma is in danger. They decided to rush Kizito to the hospital so that Kizito will not die in their hands, because the police will arrest them without even looking back. Because you know already that Kizito's family are already bribing the police, so they are always going to judge in favor of Kizito's family. They finally carried Kizito, they struggled and took Kizito to the hospital. But when they got to the hospital, Mama was so upset. She wanted to beat up Kizito herself because Kizito has really brought shame and a lot of pain to her family. She was trying to beat up Kizito on his sick bed, but George was trying to prevent that from happening. Jeff was begging the mother not to go there. But when they all got into the room, you know that they are not supposed to be in this room trying to attack Kizito, because this is a hospital. This is a hospital and not a place where you can actually attack Kizito. They have to wait for Kizito to wake up before they can do anything. And when they were trying to explain what happened to Kizito, nobody even know what happened to Kizito, but Josh made it clear that George, happened to Kizito, and I'm waiting for him to wake up, and then he's going to receive the other side of me. I like what is going on right now. Kizito is gradually about to pay for all this thing that he has done to this family. And this is just the beginning. Wake up, because a lot is waiting for you. You cannot just die like this. In fact, this cannot be your end. You need to receive a lot of torture, because you have really done a lot. You have caused emotional trauma. You have caused pain to so many lives. You need to go through it. Karma must take its own course on you as well. And when they finally left the room, they allowed Kizito to actually be alone. The mother was at home, enjoying herself, because they always feel that they are always on top of the game. While she was drinking her whiskey and everything, she received a call that shocked her, that her son is in the hospital. How did her son go to the hospital? She thought that Kizito is almighty. With your money, people can still deal with you. That is what it means. When you continue to wicked people, thinking that because they don't have money to fight back, you keep on maltreating them, there will always be a way they can get back to you. And once they have an opportunity to actually get back to you, they will not miss it. When she dropped the call, she said to herself, they think that Kizito is actually wicked, but they don't know me. I am the worst. Yes, you are actually a bad mother. You are actually a bad mother. That is why you are always giving Kizito a bad advice to go out there to harm people, because you are always standing behind him to support him. And then Angel received some messages on the cell phone she used in communicating with George. So Angel actually had a cell phone she's hiding to make communications. This is good. I like the new Angel right now. She's taking steps to make sure that she gets justice. When she saw that Oma had a panic attack, she had to, get dressed, to run downstairs to go to the hospital. But then something happened now that is so shocking. Kizito's mother asked Angel, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" She was rushing to the hospital to meet Kizito. And Angel was like, "I'm going out." The mother said, "So you arranged for people to beat up my son, and now you are going out to celebrate? Why are you thinking that Angel is going out to celebrate? You are going to meet your son. Why don't you think something different?" And Angel was like, "I don't know what you are saying. I don't know what you are talking about." And the mother was still insisting that Angel did something to her son. While on it, Angel told the mother, so bad things also happen to bad people. I'm really impressed. But the mother went ahead, to raise her hands to slap Angel. And Angel held her hand and told her straight to her face, "If you dare raise your hands at me again, I will beat you up. And every time that your son laid his hands on me, I am going to always come back here to beat you up." And you know how frequent that could be. Angel is so courageous right now. Angel has a lot of courage to stand up for Kizito's mother. And I like it. I like what is going on right now. Angel, this is not the type of angel that respects anybody anymore, especially Kizito's family. She's not ready to withstand or to respect anybody and become that stupid angel that is a weakling. She's not ready to let that happen anymore. When they eventually got to the hospital, the mother went ahead to give these people straight warning. "Why are you people troubling my son? What have you done to my son this time around? If anything happens to my son," and Angel said to her, "if anything happened to Kizito, it will be a relief on everybody." And that is the truth. Kizito is really messing up with everybody because they feel they have everything under control. And Flora said to her mother, "I know that you have your son to protect, but Kizito, this is the end for him, because I am going to deal with him. And if anything happens to anybody in this room, I am going to file a big case. I have the power now and everything it takes to put Kizito behind bars." But right now, behind bars is not even the best place to keep Kizito. Kizito needs to be in the psychiatric environment where he can take treatment as a madman that he is. And the mother was still insisting that she's going to deal with them if anything happens to Kizito. The question is, why is the mother always interested in her own son? And then she feels that another person will not protect their own children. Rather, they will support her. Why is she always feeling that they are the only ones that matters? That is crazy. All the women in here pass through the same process you pass through. They had their child in their womb for 9 months before they gave birth. They went through the pains. So why is she always feeling that Kizito is all that matters? You people will pay for all that you have done. The only thing that I am so sorry about is the fact that Oma keeps on, getting through this emotional trauma, and nobody knows how long this is going to take for Oma to recover. because she is the only one that fights for this family fearlessly. I hope that when Oma wakes up, she will be able to recognize and speak out, because I think she will be able to recover herself and remember some things that happened to her, so that they will be able to track Kizito down as he deserves. But that we'll get to find out on the next episode. Please like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I'll bring the next episode as soon as it drops. But for now, take care.